Hey everybody, it's Emil Miraime, your 50% fanboy, 50% genius indie VTuber, also known as C9X, and welcome back to more Snowbreak Containment Zone. So, new version 3.3, Beyond Elysium. We know that Mia is going to be added, Haru is going to be alongside us. I assume those in the back are also Mia and Haru. I can't really see their whole face, I can't tell. But, yeah, I'm really excited. Mia is one of the first characters I might be interested in pulling for. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, let's get right into it. As always, grab a snack or a drink, ideally water, because that's what's best for you, and check your posture. I haven't logged into the game yet, so if there's anything free, as you can tell, I haven't claimed anything. Oh, not that, nope. I haven't cleared this yet. Mia's exclusive skin, if you want it. It looks okay. That'll can be pretty nice. We'll take a look at those in a bit. We can do it now while we're here. The Midnight Kiss bundle. Midnight Heist skin. Ooh, target spotted, Adjutant. You're not getting away from me until I'm fully satisfied. With what? Heistress's Kiss. Clean, cold construction meets vibrant, fiery aesthetics, producing a striking clash that's unexpectedly beautiful. Actually, it should be this order. Pure Light Shrine Bundle, so this is for Katya. Floral Flutter, Jesus Christ. Darling, let me taste that sweetness, that nectar only you can provide. That's why they call me honey. Winged Snare. Dreamlike elements are rendered in flawlessly flowing lines, highlighting an elegance that attracts one's gaze. Azure Bubbles Bundle, and they have to censor it for some reason. Azure Drift. I've been dreaming about this forever. Finally getting to splash around in the water with you, Adjutant. Timeless Bubbles, aiming to awaken the purest memories of cool refreshment on a summer day. This design is a nostalgic nod to a beloved drink of the past. I don't know much about alcohol, so I assume that's like a cocktail or something. Why is this released now? You'd expect this to be released in the summer update, but apparently not. So we got Bubbles of Glee, an interactable scene. Usually so selfless and modest, this time she has shown rare initiative to secure alone time with you. She prepares for a bath with a heart full of joy, her lighthearted humming revealing her eager anticipation. We have more. It's just these. Let me just click these away. There's also a trial, but we'll go look at those in a bit, probably right now. Actually, there's mail for memory chips. I think I would have gotten more stuff if I logged in sooner, but no. So we have this from Katya. My darling, when you helped me into this gown earlier, did you also find yourself captivated by the lifelike butterfly embroidery at my waist? It reflects my current mood perfectly, restless, eager to take flight, yearning to dance with you under this cascade of blooms. I did, in fact, choreograph a point dance. That is a rare word, especially for today's date, so may I ask, my handsome gentleman, would you like to practice with me? Please, give me your palm. It's one for zip. Let me drink some water. Jesus Christ. Its warmth is gentler and more comforting than the sunlight dappling through the leaves. Now then, I'll gladly entrust all of me to you, my darling. Don't worry, the silk-wrapped sole is smooth enough that it won't chafe my skin, unless you'd prefer I trace the rhythm directly against you and my toes? What? The rhythm of the dance, I guess, okay. After all, I'm quite skilled at drawing in circles on that part of your body. Wait, my darling, let me take a good look at you just as you are now. You know, no matter how beautiful this dress may be, I still believe you are the loveliest sight of all. Even the most determined dance steps grow soft and weak when I meet your gaze. Now that I'm losing my balance, teetering and falling, you'd better catch me and hold me tight. That's right, now we make it. I'm guessing Katya is like the second person we have come in a ceremony with. I don't know. Remo, Sweet Red. Let's leave this. Alright. What else do you have? Right, after the last stream, what is this? I have finished the game mode, the event game mode, and got through this, and I believe the badge as well. Yeah. Do I want to switch any badges? Probably not. Okay. These. Let's check on the base. There's probably a random event or something. I don't remember you. Collect the stuff. Please tell me I have room. Actually, since today's Monday, I believe, I can... Oh, I don't have space. I can, do this. Ah. Alright. You guys are gonna have to sit with me on this. And see how I frick things up. If I do. I'll put a 1 block here, I think. Yeah, and then a 4 and 3. Nope. Two. There we go. You know, there's when I was younger, well, I probably still am young to some people, but there's this puzzle that's like made of wood usually, or plastic, that has like 7 pieces and you have to like piece them together. I actually never figured out how to do those puzzles, so if anyone has done those puzzles, they would probably think I'm kind of dumb. Actually, I think we just do the same thing earlier, can't we? It's the same, same holes. Ah. And also, I have the habit to give people stuff. Someone's giving me a cube. Okay. I wish we could, like, request these, because these are harder to get. And they're obviously, more valuable. I'd like to give away this if anyone needs it. No one needs it. This one? Yeah, some people need it. $21. How about this one? Yep. Those. And now we can claim more. I think. Probably. Now for some more meaningful content. Let's see, who... No one is in the Oval Hall, surprisingly. Well, we get to talk to Acacia. So let's go do that. Yum, 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 yum. Actually, now that we're here... Alright, you get out. I was doing this last year. I wonder if they, wonder if they fix it. Probably not, right? Only one way to find out. Don't worry. They fixed it! No! They saw the stream and fixed it. Oh, nope, they didn't. Bye. Oh. Great game, guys. Alright, now Acacia, I believe she is indoors. I wish we could go in here, the sauna room. Hope she is here. Hello. She said good time. Good time, let's play a game. Mitsuki and I are free tomorrow? Let's go somewhere. Let me see, not tomorrow, I have urgent business. Forget it then, I don't feel like going if you don't come with me. Weekends open? Anyway, I thought you were a homebody. Or a hikikomori. Where do you want to go? A new monocle has been released, I want to go buy it. Alright, see you this weekend then. That was very lame of a plot device. What kind of model is this? It weighs a ton and all this tight packaging. I saw a split second of a thing flash on the screen, I don't know what it was. It's solid gold. Gold prices have gone up recently. You mean how much it costs per amount of gold, or what? Because gold generally doesn't change price. Or its value doesn't change, currency does. If one day Yakuza collapses or a world war breaks out, and cash becomes worthless, we could survive on this. According to Fallout, we would be using bottle caps, so... okay. Did we make a plan like that? Wait, why am I taking it seriously? That was it? Hope there's that. Finish sword unlocked, Eulogy of Youth. Let's take a look at that while we're here. In the following days, every time I returned from a mission, Ryukizo's club managers would chase after me, asking if I decided which club to join. It was really interrupting my resting time. Itaka, I've been looking for you for ages. Acacia, why are you always so excited when you see me? Oh, I guess it's because it's the first time you've come looking for me. I felt like a large part of the reason was that Acacia always walked without a sound, or should I say, even her presence was totally undetectable. Whatever, that's not important. Have you joined a club yet? Now, even Acacia was joining on the prodding. I thought we were on the same boat. I haven't. How about you? Did you manage to start a club? Work in progress. If you haven't joined one yet, how about you join mine? Didn't you say it was a work in progress? That's where you come in. I start to see where she was getting at. You need at least 5 fighting members to start a club, so I'm recruiting people. Whoa, you wanted me for the head count. Pretty good deal, right? You don't need to worry about which club to choose anymore. I think I talked about this the last time, or well, in the first part of the Acacia's story. I was in the science club of my school. In secondary school, I was in the science club. I was the vice president. Our club only had 2 members at the end of the year, which is right before it shut down because I was vice president. Only one guy was the president. I think you can see the content on the channel. One guy on the video is the president. The other guy is just a random science nerd. I was the one filming. And then in tertiary education, I was in the anime club, so yeah. There were indeed benefits involved for me, at the very least. Those club managers would stop nagging me. Yeah, we can work together. Great, let's go find some more. More people. You mean more club members? Yes and no. Don't tell me. Yeah, right now it's just us 2. We need to recruit a couple more. That's definitely due to Acacia hardly getting along with any of her colleagues at Yakuza. Then let's go find more. There should be some people willing to join a club that doesn't do much. Hold on. What is it? I still need to get the application materials ready. Acacia! So I ended up heading to Acacia's room to help fill out the documents. Frequency and scale of activity on a weekly, monthly, and annual basis. Any suggestions? Let's just copy what the other clubs have. Your brain actually works sometimes, huh? Should I take that as a compliment? Founding principles. Proof of achievements of the founder. As expected, she looked at me again. Don't look at me, I don't even know what this club's called, let alone what's involved. Final Requiem. You just came up with that on the spot, didn't you? As for what's involved, archaeological research of various anime, manga, games, and novels. Yep, more spontaneous ideas. I wish they could just make this like 2 rows instead of scrolling. I never thought I'd live to see Acacia actually wreck her brain. Celebrating youth. What? It's the theme of every school anime. It's timeless. An unfamiliar glow flashed through Acacia's eyes. I realized that she was talking about something she absolutely loved. After saying that, Acacia leaned over and began typing. It seemed she thought of the founding principle. Campus youth. They seemed almost like that. They seemed almost like words from a different world, like Blue Archive or something. I didn't even know what schools were like at the time, and given Acacia had been in the Special Forces, she probably didn't know much either. The two of us really claim to understand the concept of a school campus or the concept of youth. Done. How about the proof of achievements of the founder then? I'll use my game scores and my special collection. I never thought the day would come when things like that would find a purpose. In my job resume, I actually used my rewards, not rewards, my, what's the word? My results of the game theory ARG. I don't know if anyone's looked at that part and thought that, hey, that's neat or what, but it's in there. If anyone finds a resume, if you're like an HR, if you find a resume that has game theory ARG in it, that's probably me. Now for the next step, recruiting members. We're finally down to the last step. I nodded to Acacia and left the room. Acacia didn't follow me. She sat down and had started up a game. The application documents are all ready to go. The rest is in your hands, Vice President. Acacia! At night... Let me drink some water. That reminds me? I'm so dumb. I thought this was a PC case or a 3D printer. I'm so dumb. It's a CRT TV. Find anyone? I nodded in exhaustion. Who'd you get? Fridia, Nita, and Fenny. Fridia, I get. She's a nerd. Nita, probably for the headcount, and Fenny, I guess, she's our girlfriend at the time. They'd only been willing to sign up in name though, and only because I promised them a meal each. Oh, or I guess not. I've submitted the applications, and the results will be out in 12 hours. Let's meet up in the cafeteria tomorrow. Sure. Acacia and I both arrived at the cafeteria well in advance, waiting for the results of the review. I twiddled my fingers anxiously while Acacia seemed calm and cool. No need to stress. Where did all this confidence come from? Acacia opened a communicator and checked the notification. She seemed to have fully expected it. Success. What? I did not expect the adjutant to be like this excited. I jumped up in excitement, holding up both hands and high-fiving Acacia. I spent 5 seconds that way and other people started giving me weird looks. I sat back down in embarrassment and remembered that Acacia still hadn't answered my question. You still wouldn't answer me. Why were you so sure we'd pass the review? Oh. I made a deal with Caroline last night. So you cheated the system, huh? Whether that club's established, I'm counting on you for regular reports on our activities. Acacia! I guess it's just like big corpos, the CEO is always the one sitting back. Not that it's always a bad thing, in some cases it's a good thing, like Steam, I guess. As usual, new battle pass season. Make sure to, go check on it. The Alpha Child Gaze of Blaze. This is for Haru, I think. I don't have Haru yet, I can't recognize her. Uses a vector. No alternate sprint or dodge. Is this Haru's new form or? I don't know. Definitely not her new form. Probably an old form. If this is Haru at all. It's not Haru. Is it Enya? Who's the one that slacks off? It's Enya, right? Is that for real? Isn't there anyone else you can get? It's Yao, okay. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Alright. And I thought this was Hellmates. It's Hallmates. Regal Tea Time set. Oh, it's can we preview this? I guess we could. I guess it's on discount, so might as well get it now. It's for well, what is her name? Clarina. If you have her, then you know. Mia's Star Chaser. Mia is the new operative. I don't know if she's a manifestation yet, because this could be like her digital form. She's just a shotgun if I recall. What? You'll have to hold it? Huh. That's... Oh, I think of someone else? Wish I didn't remember Mia being played like this. Huh? Yeah, that's more what I remembered. But I thought that was her skill. Yeah, because I remember her using a shotgun. I remember that she, like her ability icon, like her charge would be a bone. How long can we hold her skill? Okay, it doesn't release automatically if it's fully charged. We left click. What if we press our ability button again? Same thing. Okay. Okay, let's see our ult. God. Was I remembering this? Right, it's the dog bone on the bottom, like as you can see there. And then we use our ability? How do we use our ult? Yes, that's what I was remembering. Okay. A bit clunky because right now that I'm only pressed once, and that's a multi-round burst, two to 4 rounds. She doesn't have fast reload speed if you shoot like this though. Like if you reload manually, then it's gonna take a bit longer because you have to reload the shells individually. But if you use her passive shooting and like auto reload, it's gonna be much faster. Yeah. The only downside, again, is that you can't move while you're shooting. You only move after you shoot, which is like a dash in and of its own. But yeah, she's okay. Let's see, can we? Oh, we can't zoom in. I don't think. Yeah, she looks okay in game. She just doesn't look good in the cutscenes unless they change the lighting. Let's see her outro. Jesus Christ. Guys, I think I want to pull for her. Help. The only only possible deal breaker is if I play the main story and she sucks ass in the main story, then you know that's a deal breaker. And yeah, Tempest. I believe this is an old form. Or at least like a tier 2 through T3 form. Yeah, this is old. Probably either a new skin or a This will rerun. Can we see her ult? Yeah, see how long it takes to load a shotgun? Like, that's how long it would take if you give, or her dash is a tornado as well, I forgot. Ult. He's like, what's her name? The woman in, like, Storm in, X-Men, I guess. I've never watched the X-Men, but I only seen clips. Yeah. Yeah, you can see how much tamer they were with the animations. Mia is fucking insane. Like, I started playing in like freaking 2 point something, and like now with that we're in version 3, we can tell how much they've scaled up the sussy bits. Yeah, this is Mia's new skin. Probably has a new like different animations as well. I do want to know what her ult, like her passive particle effects look like. I think they spawned here earlier. Unless they spawn on the other side. Nope, they don't. Ult first. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they look... It looks bluer. Skill... Yeah, it's bluish purplish if you're using his skin. Man, the jiggle physics though, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see if the outro is different. Yep, it's different. What even is that? I don't know if you can choose the animation once you get the skin. Because honestly, the base one was much more, you know, suggestive. The skin one is a lot safer. Yeah, you do get these, but I don't know if you get to like choose which one you get. This off a try, you can also try out it's just for the weapon skin as well that you can get to try out. Floral Flutter, we saw this earlier for Katya. Yeah, the jewel physics though, Jesus Christ. I don't like this. It's too transparent. Oh. Alts. Can't end it early, now that I was just curious if we could end it early. I don't like her skill. It's a bit too transparent. Like, it's good that, because this is basically your sight, you know, as you if you shoot for this you do more damage, but it's so transparent that I can't tell it's there sometimes, like, or at least in the heat of battle. If there was like a middle ground between her base version and this version, I would like that more. Jesus Christ. I'm not a leg person, but holy frick. That's like a standing split. Like, how does that work? Like, usually with standing splits, you have to balance your body into like a Y shape. But like that one was like, she was leaned back. I guess at least we saw this already and we've already trialed it. Azure Drift, do we? Is there a trial? There is a trial. Like, I mean, is there trial rewards? Right, new skin, so... Sirius is pretty tame, because she is a, you know, how to say this, like a kind-natured person, I don't know how to say it. But geophysics though, Jesus Christ. How do I use her skill again? Is it left click? I think it's left click, hold on. Yeah, it's left click. is actually pretty good. Like once you figure her, I forget how to use her. Can I? Yeah, let me just stack the ult, the energy, and let's see what her ult looks like. Can we hold? No, there's no hold. What a hold skill. Oh. See, like I'm still learning. Like I guess left click is like your standard normal attack, and then if you hold the skill button, that's like a charged attack. I don't know if the height of the attack differs. Like it certainly matters for some enemies, but I don't know if there is a difference. Oh, let's see. Yep. Don't remember how the base looks like, but that's that. I might build a Sirius because of this, because he seems pretty good to use. Random fish, okay. Your devotion, and yeah, Tempest. As Maxer once said, well, I'm not going to repeat it in my own words, but he once said that he wished the nuns were real. Maxer, you should play this game. Not that he's gonna watch my stream. Oh, you can dash in the tornado. Is it backwards always? Why did that go backwards then? What the hell? I was holding forward and it pushed me backwards, so I don't know what happened there. Right, kind of tame. That's what nuns should be. Like absolutely 100% pure. And this is a maid outfit, it seems like. I have no idea what the language is. I don't know if that's spam or not. Is it... Oh, it's just a different skin, okay. You're definitely more sus than a nun outfit, which makes sense, you know. Right, stole. Okay, that's a daily login for the week. Okay, what do we have left? Right, those expired. I guess I could use these. There we go. Bring these. Beyond Elysium, let's see what's in the event. Trial, I think we've already done those, yep. Shop, event decoration, weapon attachments. Free weapon. And I guess you get more? Yep, you get more here. Swamp Snapper, I believe it's for... what's her name? The girl that looks like Sirius. Or not like looks like, Echo. Wait, do I have her built? Like Sirius, I mean? I think I have. I don't? I thought I did. Was it like a trial? Or did it just get her skin? Then who did I get for free in the last version? Oh, she is here. What the hell? Okay. It's for her because it's thermal damage. Does she skill off health? UG, thermal damage, max health. Yeah, so the ancient knowledge from the last update was for her. Huh. How did I not notice earlier? There's that. I guess I can... I was gonna say I can change the attachments right now. Can't send it. Why though? Ah, okay. Magazine for it. Increases health and destructible object damage bonus. Huh. Like, don't get me wrong, there are destructible objects, but I don't know why you would specifically want that. And it says mag, but it's that, and it doesn't look different. I guess it is a mag. It's a mag, but it's like, it's loaded like a revolver. What the fuck? Whatever. What else do we have? That's a material farm. Sure. I mean, let's just expend some, sort by neuronics? And time received. I wish you could sort by, friendship. No. Is higher the... I guess higher is less because Freefen is our newest character. I think I'll do this because we are going to be using 5 stars a lot later in the game. Let me just change it on the team. Is it on the team thing? Where do I change it? Because why is that my default? I can't change it here. Operatives? Oh, we can add stars to characters. Okay, I guess I'll do that for characters that I'll be focusing on. Where do we change the team comp permanently? Because usually in games there's like, oh, squad. Okay, there it is. I guess we can make a farming team, which was that. I guess. Oh, this I make a main team. Main team, which is squad 1. I'll make a in the middle, which is just need a hyper carry for also being used as like farming friendship, also clearing content. Is it her? I think it's her, yeah. And then team 3 is like full on XP. So we need Moxu, Mashiru, and Green Pain. Who else has the least friendship? There could be likely to have friendship. Okay. What's her name? Cherno, right. There we go. As usual, hyper carry. With Nita. Nita's just so overpowered. What? I got her like a few versions ago, and she is still being used by me in everything that I can abuse her in. Unless when you guys spawn so far back, come on. I think they're nerfing Nita because the enemies spawn further back, and I have to use 2 skills to get them. Just gonna spend a little bit of the stamina, and then we'll get onto the story, which is probably enough by now. I'll do the rest off screen, as usual. Because it's really me just doing what we did here, but more. Lots of free rewards just by free additional rewards for doing the Alpha Trials. So even if you aren't interested, or like if you think, oh my god, I'm gonna accidentally be convinced to pull, and you know, you're gonna have to do it for those rewards. Green Battle Gun, Short Purge, I think I know what these are. Yeah, that's like a Pop Shadow. Short Purge, huh. You can have different augment cores, and different augment cores gives you different selections of abilities. I guess Crusher is if you're using your skills, Deadeye for using your guns, Balance is if you're using Vixen Bow for whatever reason. Beat 10 waves of enemies responsible. So it's basically the order events, but just different format because you get to use those things. I wonder. Okay. I'm thinking like, wouldn't people just like use as much of these abilities as they could? Like, what are these rewards? Ah, okay. So I will have to do a little bit of this. What are these? What's an amplifier? I forgot. But I guess I'll be doing this a bit then, off screen. Maybe we can do it on screen as well, yeah, you know. So let's modify these. Yeah, like what's stopping people from just choosing all the best ones? Like, see? Activate. So I'm just gonna do auto for all of these. Unless they're different? Like, I know they're different, but like, I mean, let's see, 1 bullet, 2 bullet, 4. Yeah. So, Deadeye is for if you're using your gun, Crusher is for using your abilities, Balance is for if you use both. I'm probably going to be using Crusher, because I don't have any operatives that specifically use their guns, aside from Etchel, but Etch is a healer for me. We're going to use Crusher. It's multiplayer as well. What is this? Oh, okay. You can probably see other people's build then using that. And I wonder... I guess you can see how many of these cores are active. You can see how people are... If people are over or underperforming, you can also tell if it's because of their cores. I guess we can do it once. It's probably gonna be laggy as fuck as usual. They got me already. It's a normal skin Mia. Okay, let's see how laggy it is. Please teleport. Yep, I can't use my skill. Like, this is why I don't like these like battle modes that are multiplayer. I landed on top of him. Come on. Jesus Christ, her hold skill is like the whole covering the whole map. Like, I feel like at this point I should just AFK because of how frustrating it is for me to play. Okay, at least this boss is big and doesn't move a lot. That way I can just spam attacks in the middle of the arena and be fine. Is he dead already? I mean, it's probably lag, so I can't really tell how much progress we're making. At least the progress is not up to date. %7 damage. An old unit is outdoing damage than the new unit. Get 2 of these boxes, okay. And 26 of this currency. You need quite a bit of it. I wonder, is it because the ones we just use are consumed? That was like what I was thinking. Like, what's stopping us from just always using the best ones? Let's go back out and see. No, it's not consumed. I guess do we get like new ones or like that says 15 now. 822. It's 12, but it says 15. Oh, I think it upgrades the abilities we get. I think. I think I get it now. Yeah, they get stars. As you can tell, like some are 1 star, some are 3 stars, some are 3 stars. And we do get more stars, so that's how your progression is, but you know, I don't know if this is permanent or not. These I'm thinking. Are these? Oh, it's the event currency. Is this permanent? It probably is. So you probably don't need to do this too much. Where did I get the other currency from? An amplifier user. Oh, so if the cores you get are max level and you still get more, then that it becomes the other currency. Okay. So is this permanent then? Is this 20 days left? Archived. Okay, so they go up to 3 stars. I get it. I guess I shouldn't blame the Mia for like performing worse than the is it Chensing or what? I guess they probably had better better amplifiers. So your minimum order is 8 because 6,000 seconds is what? Minute. That's like 100 minutes. And as long as you don't die, you'll probably get that. And normally you probably get within this range. Okay, so there's that. I'm not going to do more because I'm probably just going to farm it off screen on my own. So yeah, let's get with the main story. I think of the main story like I'm getting with a person preview. Is that the preview? I assume that's a preview. Maybe we can take a look. Yep, it's a preview. If you want to see the preview, go watch my last 1 or 2 Snowbreak streams ago. Maybe no matter how hard I try, I'll never reach it. Even so, I chose to take the first step to start running. Ah, that must be it. I started running because I want to reach that light. Beyond, an endless sky unfurled. It was a view that needed no upward glance. One simply needed to look ahead to see it. It offered no road to tread upon, and no end in sight. Unlike those below, the people of New Hensiro lived as if boundaries didn't exist. And yet, something still held them back. That very same sky. A barrier no one could break through, no matter how much they ran. In this Skytopia, where all conflicts were set to be resolved, the problems that plagued the ground still persisted. Sudden gust, and the girl let go of the paper plane. Its white wings traced a fleeting arc through the sky. Then it vanished, swallowed by clouds beyond the reach of sight, drifting down back toward the earth. The petite girl tipped her head back, puffing her choppy bangs away from her face. The reply came from her friend, a girl with glossy blonde curls.
勉強向いてないから。
Same.
まあね、私らもミアみたいに遊びながらでもいい点取れたらいいのにな。
I guess we now know more about Mia. Makes sense. This is her version. Mia, for those that haven't played the last version, Mia was our game master. She is joining Yggdrasil. Not sure if she's going to be a manifestation yet, but she's joining Yggdrasil. And she was in cahoots with Acacia to be our game master for the last versions. A lot of stuff in the last version.
褒められちゃった。で、もしかして嫌味言われた？
I guess now we know one of the reasons why she possibly joined one of the biggest companies in the Snowbreak world. It's because of her grades, possibly, and also if it was Acacia that was doing the hiring, or involved in the hiring. The pink-haired girl's smug look melted into one of suspicion. Hihi, warachatta ka? However, the teasing grin on the petite girl's face quickly turned into a pitiful little yelp. Watching them banter, the blonde girl sighed and shot a more serious look Mia's way.
ミアは卒業したら何するの？覚醒者かな？
I guess aside from grades, she also wants to be a manifestation, it seems like. In regards to Johnny Universe,
それじゃあ一緒に遊ぶ時間が減っちゃうじゃん。
I wonder why don't more people want to be manifestations? Is it just because you're putting your life at risk? It's kind of like enlisting, I guess.
覚醒者って冗談でしょ？私が聞きたいのはそういうことじゃなくて、合体と昇格者どっちになりたいかだよ。
The Bionic are transcendent, from what I know from the preview. There are people in New Hensuro that are Bionic or transcendent. Bionic are like your regular people, and transcendent are people who are, who have transcended their biological form, becoming, I presume, data or something similar. So.
私は合体かな。
聞いてないよ。
やっぱ合体っしょ。ミアの家合体エリアにあるし。
だから聞いてないって。それにさ、合体エリアに住んでるからって合体にならなきゃいけないって決まりはないし。
I guess New Hensuro is separated into two types of areas: the bionic areas and the transcendent areas. Unless there's like areas that are like a mix of both, in which that would be three types of areas. I guess it's kind of like how in any town or city there's always a spot, or like a spot that's like more of a certain type of people, whether if it's a type of religion or a certain skin color / race. I'm not being racist or anything here. For example, a town can be like, how do I say this? Like one country of Asians, the other part can be like another type of Asians. Yeah.
昇格者もいけてるとは思うけどね。
This being Bionic and Transcendent do have their both pros and cons, and from how it looks, once you become a Transcendent, you can't go back. Maybe the tech doesn't exist, or it's like really expensive or annoying. For example, being, from as a currently human, biological human at least, benefits of being a bionic compared to a transcendent is that you can interact with things in the physical world. However, the cons are that, for example, you can get tired, you can get injuries, you can probably forget things, which probably transcendent wouldn't, because it's just data. The downsides of being transcendent, though, first of all, is that you can't interact with the real world. Since you're data, you can possibly be corrupted, or just straight up deleted. You can be forcibly removed from an area, but then again, that's the same thing as a real person. I was gonna say your data can be manipulated, but I guess in real world there are people who can do the same with like tricks and stuff.
じゃあミアは昇格者になるの？
さあ。
I guess that she's gonna be bionic.
さあって。もうみんな進路決めたってのにまだ迷ってんの？やばくない？
You remember if you have ever played the game Stray, you'll know that the people, the robots in that game are actually people that have turned their how do I say this? They were once people. How should I say? They were once both robots and people, but because of worsening conditions, people just put their consciousness into the machines, into the robots. And they lose a part of themselves, but they get to live forever. Unless they break down and stuff. So that's another benefit of being a transcendent is that you don't have the restrictions of telomeres. Telomeres are a substance that's found on the end of your chromosomes. As your cells multiply, your telomeres get reduced, and eventually the telomeres get so little that they can't replicate anymore, and that's how aging happens. Aside from like oxidation and whatever, that's why you need antioxidants. There are some creatures on Earth that can regenerate telomere. And that could be like one way to stop aging, aside from stem cells and stuff. But yeah.
そうだよ。
Enough of
そんなのミアらしくないよ。
enough nerding from me.
ミアも交代になんないよ。
だからまだ決めてないって。あんた昔から人の話全然聞かないよね。
っていうか、私は昔からこうだもん。分かってくれるのあんたらだけだし。
He sounds like Edda. Unless it's just because they reuse the same voice actress. Understand, huh? Mia lifted her eyes to the sky, so close she could almost touch it. He'd grown up in the city adrift above the clouds, the heavens always within reach. And yet, that single word, understand, still felt alien to her somehow. New Hensuru, a city of miracles, had given its people the chance to touch the sky, but never taught them how to fly. Like that paper plane she'd let go moments ago, capable only of drawing a brief arc across the sky. That looks like Star Labs.
皆様、カラフルウィング号はただいまニューガントラ空港に到着いたしました。またのご利用を乗務員一同心よりお待ち申し上げております。
As that familiar announcement echoed overhead, I realized I was back in the city that meant more to me than most.
ここがニューガントラ。
So it's New Gantora in Japanese. Soreo, the city in the sky, floating far above the noise of the world. So it's like Olympus and Apex. What do you think of this place, Haru?
つまり、現段階の作戦環境を評価してほしいのか?
Her response left the momentarily speechless. Truth is, I just wanted to hear what she thought of the place. But seeing her already in mission mode, I decided to let it play out for now.
ここは開けていて、防御には不向きだ。てっきりミッドガルトと同レベルの防御システムを要する場所かと思ったが、自分の勘違いだったか。いや、通常とは異なる防御システムが使われている可能性もある。なるほど。周囲に浮かんでいる島々が防御システムの一部ということか。
No, they're not sinking the islands for defense. Try this ever, Howard. What if we tried looking at the city from a different angle?
どういうことだ?
Just picture yourself as a regular tourist. Faint blush rose to her cheeks. She got the hint immediately.
わかった。
I was thinking if she was, if the adjutant was just telling her to like think how they would see the tourists, not telling her to be a tourist. She closed her eyes, like steadying her breath. A few seconds later, she slowly opened them again.
第一印象はやはり開けているだな。思ったよりもガランとしている。
Just like me when I do acting, I just do the same thing and just change personalities and viewpoints.
ここに立つと本当に雲の上にいるのだと実感してしまう。心もいつの間にか落ち着いている。
Now that's more like it. Remember, we're supposed to be a couple here on business.
カップル。わかった。
Oh my god, that's so cute. I wonder, why is the adjutant like wearing a suit but Haru is wearing her combat outfit? Like, shouldn't they both be wearing like formal attire? Anyway, she gave a small nod, lifting her arm with security department precision. But the moment her hand brushed mine, the motion softened. Her lashes lowered, the tips of her ears flushed pink, her breath hitched.
これでどうだ?
Perfect. A quiet laugh escaped me, and I felt her arm tighten with bashful tension. Gently, I drew her into my arms. A shy, delighted sound slipped from her lips, and in a heartbeat, the blush spread from her ears to her cheeks. Her forehead rested against my shoulder, her warm breath seeping through the fabric. A few seconds later, she drew in a deep breath.
報告します、召喚。
He slipped back to her old way of addressing me.
至近距離での接触により、体温と心拍数が急上昇しています。10秒間の自己調整、許可願います。
God, I love kudereis. God, I wish kudereis were real. Approved. I answered half jokingly, then tightened my grip on her hand. To stay low profile, Haru and I dressed in plain clothes. She is not wearing plain clothes. You are... Unless she changed into plain clothes afterwards. I slowed my pace on purpose, hoping it might help her loosen up. Just as we were about to blend into the crowd...
あれ？分析員？うんうん。やっぱり。
Haru came to a halt, and I realized at once, there's only one person who talks like that. Mia da yo ne.
わふー！大正解！なになに？私のことちょっとは恋しかった？
もちろん、でも、1ヶ月 how to say it's only been a week? I can like 1ヶ月 is a week, but how do I say it's only been? Anyway, it's only been a week, hasn't it?
1週間とかマジ長かったんだけど。
Oh gosh, she's a high schooler.
高校生の夏休みって週で数えたらマジで短いからね。
That's 6 weeks? Oh, mine was like 8 or 10 weeks. I can't remember. Let me see, hold on, let me do some math. Yeah, mine is like 10 weeks.
もしかしてもう私のことを忘れちゃったの？
How long was my summer holiday in tertiary education? How long was it? Summer, so... It's 3 months, so that's 12 weeks. So... Which culture has 8 weeks of summer holiday? Unless they have like a longer winter holiday? Haha, go man. Couldn't resist teasing you a little.
本当にからかっただけなの？なんで？
The fluffy ears on her head shot upright in a whoosh. She suddenly grabbed my outer wrist, puffing her cheeks in protest.
触りたいって言えば触らせてあげるのに。
I mean, if she was real, I would try to pet her, touch her ears and stuff, even though they're not real, or rather, they're hair and not, fur. The loose strap dangling from her chest swayed wildly as she puffed herself up.
触る？
The moment Mia dropped that bombshell, Haru's expression froze solid. She clutched my arm so tight it actually hurt.
なるほど。ここにも分析員を不純な目で見ている女性がいるってこと。
Designs? What? Is this a translation error? Designs. What's design in Chikai? Choji. Antu? I think this is a translation error, I just can't tell. Her voice stayed composed, but the blush creeping up her neck said otherwise. I don't think that's a blush. Via context matters, Touchme is really misleading when you just bend your ears.
そんなの気にしないし。
This girl, unbelievable. Mia spoke triumphantly as she leaned into me, right in front of Haru.
それに約束したっしょ。私のことだけを思ってるって。
That's a fucking lie.
なんだと?
There is definitely no such deal. Haru could tell Mia was joking, but her fingers still tightened, sprinkling my sleeve. The manifestation who ruled every battlefield turned adorably helpless when it came to me.
なのに、なんか分析員の横に超美人の彼女が増えてるし。
He said super gorgeous girlfriend in Japanese.
増えたんじゃない。自分はずっと前から。
I'm wondering if what Haru is saying about them being together for a long time, I wonder if it's their like fake background on this business trip that they're acting as couples, or if she really meant that they have been dating for years, because polygamy is a thing in this world. Maybe it was just my imagination, but when Haru, still flustered, heard the word kanojo, her expression steadied. You simply lean closer to me.
じゃあさ、分析員が言ってた再会したら駆け落ちしよって約束。まだ有効？
We did not say that.
もしかして3人で駆け落ちするっていうぶっ飛び展開だったの？
おい、待て。
3人でっていうのは私にはさすがに新世界なんだけど。分析員が望むなら1個の。
Oh my god. That is a word that I've only seen in like TV shows. That sentence has so many red flags that I don't even know where to start.
そっちのお姉さんも大丈夫だよね。分析員と似たようなことを何度もしてきたっしょ。
挑発しているのか。ああ、当たり前だ。
Her eyes.
分析員の件であり、彼女でもある自分にとっては、そんなの日常茶飯事だ。
Well, the girlfriend part makes sense, but my blade? Not sure how that fits. The way she scrabbled to save face, all flustered, was both endearing and hilarious. I'm gonna properly introduce her to Mia. Once I did, Haru regained her composure. The blush that had crept down her neck eased back to her cheeks. Still, she clung to my arm like a lifeline, eyes locked on Mia, completely on guard.
ごめん。我慢できなくてつい。ちょっとお姉さんの前で強がってみたかっただけなんよ。
Thankfully, Mia knew when to take a hint. She dropped a smirk and gave Haru a respectful nod.
女性だったのか。
初めましてだけど、直感的に分析員と結構親しい関係だなって。それに、勘違いじゃなければ、お姉さんも覚醒者でしょ？
How often do you see people wearing armor and also using a sword? And a gun?
分析員。
Haru glanced up at me, silently asking how to respond. I know the word for don't worry, and then I just forget it right as I said the first like vowel. Kanpai suruna. I think it's kanpai suruna. Yeah, kanpai suruna. Mia's someone we can trust.
信じよ
He sighed, then gave me a small
う。
nod.
ヘイムダル部隊の覚醒者、成瀬春だ。お会いできて光栄だ、ミア。
So you know, Haru and I were teammates long before the Heimdall Force was even founded.
そんじゃあハルネーと分析員はずーっと前から知り合いだったってこと？
ああ、ずっと前から一緒に仕事をしていた。
わふー、凄腕覚醒者で分析員と仲がいいとかずるすぎでしょ。
Her tone was over the top, but the sparkle in her eyes showed it wasn't just politeness, she meant it.
ミアも覚醒者になりたいのか？
そうだな。分析員に正式に申請出したんだよ。あの時はマジで心臓バクバクだった。完全に分析員に告白する空気だったよ。
She started blushing when she started to say this line.
告白？
The corner of Haru's lips twitched, clearly unprepared for such a whimsical metaphor.
でも安心して。私の初告白は秒で断られたから。
I think Mia is doing doublespeak. I don't really remember what specifically Mia said. Like, I know she asked the adjutant if she could become a manifestation, and then we turned her down if she wasn't ready. Or at least we don't think she was ready. I can't tell. Right, Mia didn't confess to us. She just asked if she could be a manifestation, but like what we said were like a tiny bit flirtatious. And then Mia, once Mia was on the jet, she was like why is my heart racing so fast? And then she realized she has a crush on the adjutant, and now she's using doublespeak because she didn't confess back then, but it kind of did feel like a confession. So she's using doublespeak to mask it. Haru sighed, turning slightly toward me under the guise of adjusting her bangs, and whispered, just low enough for me to hear.
話し方は独特だが、素直な子だな。
Yeah, she's sussy. Yeah, and I can feel she really does have what it takes to be a manifestation.
それはつまり。
ああ、そうそう、分析員。大事なことを忘れるところだったよ。
While Haru was still processing, Mia's smile vanished, and her gaze became intent and earnest.
観光客に扮してきたのは天界楽土。
So the preview happened before this, I assume.
じゃなくて、ニューガントラで発生した異変を調査しに来たんでしょ？
Exactly.
あのね、私現場にいたの。
That confirms that the preview happened before this.
たくさんの人がログアウトできずに黒い渦に吸い込まれたのをこの目で見たの。
This isn't a place to talk. I gave her a small smile and gestured for her to follow.
Huh?
She clearly hadn't expected me to bring her in so directly. Come on, Mia. For a moment, her eyes darted between Haru and me, then...
彼女の才能を理解できた気がする。
The only potential I see for her to be in is just that she's a female character. Female character and doesn't look mundane. Not long after leaving the port, we boarded the transport that had been arranged for us and headed straight to the base of the Tower of Hanoi. It's a lot emptier than I remember.
警備員すら近づくことを許されないのか？
うん。黒い渦の事件以来、ハノイの塔は封鎖状態になって、定例整備まで機械が自動で行うことになったの。
I had cucumber zucchini earlier and my mouth still tastes like cucumber/zucchini.
しかし、危機が迫っている割に、住民たちは妙に落ち着いているようだ。
Maybe there's a cover-up?
外にはシステムがぶっ壊れたから、頑張って天界ラクドシステムを復旧してるって言ってるよ。
I knew it was a cover-up.
でも、
Because that would be a massive PR disaster for people who just be sucked into a fucking black hole. But not everyone's buying it, are they?
うん。でもみんな、どうすればいいかなんてわかんないし。
For once, Mia's smile gave way to something more somber.
豪舎が封鎖しちゃったから誰も見に行けないし。
After a pause, she let out a wistful sigh.
優しいけど頑固な神様だよね。
That's an interesting metaphor.
みんなを守ろうとするのにこっちが助けたいって言っても答えてくんないし。
I have to admit it, Mia had put it into words perfectly. Unlike Karen or Edda, Genghis was built on absolute logic. A meteor AI with no emotional modules, even if it could detect fluctuations in human feeling, it could never truly understand them. Empathy simply wasn't part of the design. Mia, if there really were gods, do you think they'd save humanity? Christianity says so, yes. I don't know about Catholicism. I'm much more of a Christian person. In fact, Christian is probably like my main religion if I had to like put myself into one. Or Christianity rather. Second would probably be Buddhism. Anyway.
思わない。神様が願っててもできないことってあると思うし。
Exactly. The only ones who can save humanity are humans themselves. With a soft chime, the sealed gate slowly slid open. Ikuyo, Mia. Time to pay this stubborn god a visit. Is that? I'm assuming that's an AI. Hold on. At the center of the vast, empty hall stood a petite figure. She appeared human, but something about her told me she wasn't. As we closed the distance, she offered us a ceremonial bow.
ようこそお越しくださいました。
That was not what she said. As she slowly lifted her head, golden hair cascaded down her neck like sunlight over a stream. Beneath her fringe, a pair of emerald eyes shimmered with intelligence. It is impossible not to think of Genghis. Oh, so this is Genghis. So, you've got a new body, Genghis.
いいえ、私は豪舎ではなく。
Or not. Yet her reply, gentle and apologetic, proudly corrected my assumption.
豪舎が作り出した代理端末です。皆さんの調査のガイドを務めさせていただき、光栄です。
It's not Genghis itself, but it's a branch or something. She bowed once more.
特に調査要請に応じてくださったお二人に感謝します。
Anytime. After I spoke, she lifted her head, her gaze passing mechanically over Haru and me. Before finally coming to rest on Mia.
この方はミヤさんですか？
Mia said nothing, she simply gave a small nod. She's with us, last minute edition.
わかりました。では、接待プランを再構築します。
Once later, the proxy's terminal's lips curled into a faint smile. Not a pre-programmed gesture, but something that felt genuine.
認証完了。同行者認証を完了しました。
But the warmth vanished as quickly as it came. She said next, made us tense again.
豪舎の最終指示に従い、分析員殿の同僚の皆様にはすべて情報アクセス権限が付与されます。
待て、最後の指示。
So Genghis got shut down, whether if of its own initiative or from the corporation or the hackers or whatever.
文字通り、豪舎が深層睡眠に入る前に出した最後の指示です。
But it's not like broken or dead, it's just dormant. The crack of knuckles echoed through the silence. So that's probably Haru.
やっぱ天界落道修復中なんて
Mia!
嘘だったんだ。
申し訳ありません。すべての標準修復プロトコルは実行済みですが、結果は不成功でした。黒い渦がこれ以上広がらないように、 やむを得ず休眠状態にするしかありませんでした。
Drew a long breath and composed herself.
詳しくは歩きながらお話ししましょう。
I was thinking, like, remember how earlier I said I would do the those game modes off screen, like maybe AFK. I mentioned it before that I might AFK. I wonder if there's a penalty if I AFK. Like, do I get less rewards? Do I get no rewards? Do I get banned if I do it too much? Can you even report people for it? I don't know. But it will be better for me to do it off screen because the ping won't be as bad. But you know, it's still gonna be bad. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I'll try I'll just have AFK, because if I full AFK, then there's a chance that I get banned.
皆さん、どうぞこちらへ。これからハノイの塔の最上階へ向かいます。
The helm of her white dress swept through the air in a graceful arc. Like as she turned around. Or just turned to the side, maybe. A low mechanical hum steadily grew louder until a massive silver mortise descended with flawless precision and settled before us. The summit of the Tower of Hanoi was the highest point in the city. Not just the closest to the sky of the real world, but also to the virtual firmament crafted by Ganges, the divergent cosmos. Ganges' computational power had always scaled in tandem with the fidelity of its simulated universe. The more precise the laws it modeled, the more powerful its computations became. Until recently, when a rift tore open within one of those celestial bodies. So I guess it's a simulated universe, and one of the simulated planets, there's a black hole, I assume. Is that Ganges or what? It's interesting how they did it like this, because before it's just a very wide map. This one, it's you only see this, and you just scroll through all the stages. And that's the boss. I think that's...
高すぎるし、エレベーターとかないの?
I slightly concerned I pressed the wrong stage, but I didn't.
残念ながら、ハノイの塔には塔頂へ向かうエレベーターはありません。
普段からこんな風にタイルに乗って登るのか?
Feels a bit... Feels like an OSHA violation.
はい。理論上そうなりますが、カルパナさんが世を去った後、そこを訪れた人はいません。
Not only, the host of Ganges has remained up there all this time, keeping its watchful gaze on everything below, hasn't it?
ふーん。雲の上にいる神様って感じで、私たち凡人と壁を作ってるみたいだね。
Mia's lips curled into a faint pout as she commented right in front of the proxy.
それは誤解です。カルパナさんは全人類が地位にとらわれず、共に生きる世界を作るために努力してきました。
Why does the proxy's eyes look like she's like on the brink of crying?
ニューガントラはカルパナさんの夢への第一歩であり、当時の条件で到達できる最頂点だったのです。いつかこの空の境界線を完全に消してみせます。
ふーん。いつかね。
One day trademarked. Mia echoed the proxy's words softly, then turned her gaze away. She looked down at the shrinking realm below and said nothing more.
分析員さん、最上階へ向かう間にニューガントラの現状を話してもいいですか?
Go ahead.
では、最初の侵入事件からお話しします。
Intrusion. So it was like a third party. She extended her hand and traced her fingers slightly through the air, and a familiar scene flickered to life in a holographic form before us. Yo, it's Olympus.
あなたが初めて訪問した際、エッタはエルサさんが防御システムに干渉している隙に豪社のデータセンターに侵入しました。被害こそ受けなかったものの、 修復不可のパスが残り、キロ宇宙のアップデート用シミュレーションデータも一部改ざんされました。
今回もエッタの仕業なのか？
Oh, Edda's isn't on our side. I thought she. Oh, it's it's a human Edda or something, right? No, it's the machine Edda, not the lolly AI Edda. Lolly AI Edda is on our side anyway.
主な原因はそうではありません。汚染されたデータを隔離していましたし、パスを使ったエッタの侵入も未確認でした。
No, Edda is the AI in the machine. The human Edda is Sapphire.
ですが、
You shoot her gaze from the hologram and turn it toward me.
近頃、隔離するための壁が特殊な情報体抑制剤によって破壊されました。
Confinement serum. The very same serum we once used at the Academic Acropolis to suppress Edda. Could have affected Genghis as well, by the passage. Why is the text like shaking?
いいえ、情報体抑制剤のコードを解析し
Am
ま
I
したが、
tripping?
ブロックセラムの劣化版らしきものでした。
No, the screen is shaking. You shook her head, refuting my assumption.
抑制剤が注入されたのは、あなたがエッタにブロックセラムを使用された時間よりわずかに早かったようです。ですから、
After assimilating yogurt, Edda must have reverse engineered the leftover serum traces and created her own version.
はい。
Her gaze returned to the floating hologram before us.
改ざんされたデータが漏洩し、学習サンプルが汚染されただけでなく、連鎖反応を引き起こし、メインシステムに不可逆的な崩壊が生じたのです。
じゃあ、天界ラクダに出た黒い渦は
崩壊の実体化です。キロ宇宙全体に様々な大きさの黒い渦が発生しています。汚染の拡散を防ぐため、校舎は基礎機能を維持したまま、休眠状態へ移行するほかありませんでした。
でも、汚染はもう消せない。天界ラクダもログイン禁止になってるし。
では、エッタと繋がっているパスはどうなった？
I guess the screen is shaking is because it's like signifying their movement on the platform.
ご安心を。隔離は解除されましたが、パスは依然として監視されています。エッタの侵入は認められません。
She's got her hands full right now, knowing she diverted bandwidth just to hijack into the AI's processing core. That said, something doesn't add up. My eyes lingered on the black holes displayed on the hologram, and then it clicked. The key lies in the Titan inhibitor. It shuts down AIs like Yogurt and Edda because they have emotion modules. Those emotion modules were built atop early-stage fragmentation tech. So, why would the inhibitor affect Genghis too? Unless maybe Genghis was trying to learn emotion? Gaze lowered. Miss Proxy, can you answer my question?
これより説明いたします。
まさか、豪舎にも人の感情があるの？
いいえ、情報体技術と人類の意識には高度なつながりがありますが、カルパナさんが豪舎を設計した当時、心を持つ機会にする意図はありませんでした。
それって。
It's a data center, isn't it? That's how Genghis achieved near infinite capacity and real-time adaptability, without relying on large-scale physical data centers.
その通りです。
I'm gonna hold on. Don't really get what's going
エ
on.
ッタやカローンとは異なり、豪舎のデータ保存モジュールには情報体モジュールが採用されています。
Okay. But simply, the divergent cosmos is Genghis data center, and vice versa.
さすがです。豪舎の評価通り、非常に優れた洞察力をお持ちのようですね。
But because the Titan Gen inhibitor targets that module, and that module usually is for emotion, But in Gangi's case, that module wasn't designed for emotion. Instead, it was used as its information storage structure. The flicker of surprise crossed her eyes before she offered a small nod of recognition. Utsukan.
最上階に到着しました。
With a soft jolt, the levitating platform came to a stop.
足元にご注意を。
Following the proxy, we moved through a narrow corridor, about 10 meters in length. At the end, the space opened up, bathed in light, a dazzling sight stretching out before us. But this didn't feel like the Starlight Hall. If anything, it looked more like a lobby of a museum. Rows of display cases lined in the hall. I need to drink some water. Rows of display cases lined the hall, holding strange and eclectic items. Jesus Christ. Projectors like the one Nozomi once used, oversized electromagnetic weapons, and more. And yet, nearly every exhibit seemed to fall under one theme: technology. This must be Gangi's. Come on. Why can't I read? This must be where Gangi's displays its creations.
正規の部屋は一番奥の部屋です。ついてきてください。
This walk felt longer than I expected. I tilted my head back and let out a quiet sigh. And right then, my eyes met the gaze of a surveillance camera overhead. Strangely, it hadn't been tracking us like it should. Its sensor, it seemed, locked onto something else. Only when I locked eyes with it did the camera suddenly snap back into place. Sus. ... Sala and Lee crept in.
これは
The thought had barely settled when Mia's voice broke the quiet. She had stopped in front of a display case, tall as a person. At first glance, the item inside looked out of place among all the cutting-edge tech. It was a pure white garment, simple in form but far from ordinary. Beneath the lights, the fabric shimmered with a strange, metallic sheen, as if it were a flowing, quietly shifting shape.
戦術装備か。ヘイムダルのデザインとはスタイルが少し違うようだが。
But I assume it's an exosuit that can like shapeshift?
これは豪者が御社の技術を参考にして特別に設計した戦術セットです。
I wonder, is this teasing into the next power strength level? The proxy who had been walking ahead paused and turned back toward the display case where we stood.
だが、ニューガントラに覚醒者はいないはずだ。
Well, there's one that wants to be a manifestation.
はい。ですので、複数のリミッターを組み込み、装着者が必要に応じて出力を調節できるよう設計されています。
It's, like as I mentioned about shapeshifting, it probably is a one size fits all. Because different manifestations have different abilities, and subsequently different frequencies and like methods of energy output. So this could be a new form that for everyone.
そして、ヒロ宇宙のコア技術を内包させることで、自己進化しながら使用者の戦闘スタイルに最適化されていきます。
But if it was at a Zing, then she has a reason to like stop the development of this exosuit.
へえ。つまり一般人でも使えるってことだよね。
Or, as from what it's saying, from what Mia is saying, is that it's a suit that even regular people can wear and become have like manifestation level combat capability.
その通りです。さらに、この戦術装備には、使用者の情報体制御能力を向上させる機能も備わっています。
So, it's like AI. You know, if you give AI to a dumb person, then they're gonna be able to increase their performance. If you give AI to a smart person, it's gonna increase their performance. So, if you give a regular person the suit, they can have manifestation level powers, maybe like version 1 level manifestation powers. And then if you give the modern manifestation, like for example Haru right next to us, then she's gonna get even stronger than what she has. And if we were to wear it, then well, it's a dress, so it's probably not gonna be that good for us, or like that look that good on us, unless well, it's gonna look good on me, but because I'm a femboy, but it's not gonna look good on the adjutants. But suppose that the same technology were to be integrated into like a male outfit, then we could have better control over Titan. Sounds like Genghis was trying to cultivate manifestations of his own.
分析員さんと接触して以来、確かにニューガントラのための覚醒者を育てるという考えが芽生えました。
So Genghis could be like a competitor to Yggdrasil. He didn't even try to hide it. Well, she's trying to like be friendly to us and like cooperate with us to figure out the problem.
ですが、その考えは現実のものとはなりませんでした。
Why?
なんで？
Yeah.
計算結果が良くなかったのです。通常の人類が認知を超える力を得たことを想定した実験において、8割以上の被験者に心理的異常が発生する可能性が示されました。
So they start going insane because their powers were... It's like witnessing like eldritch horrors. It's so beyond human comprehension that you just go fucking insane.
適合者の選別基準は未だ不明なのです。
Even Genghis, for all of its processing powers, still runs into walls that can't logic its way around. My first thought upon seeing that earlier was that maybe it's like the super soldier serum, like it enhances the good and it worsens the bad. But I guess it's just making people insane because of how much power it can hold. Which I don't comprehend, because if you knew about what it can do, then how would you go insane from learning about it? I don't know. Maybe if it's real and I came into contact with it, I would go insane. But I assume I wouldn't. I'm a relatively smart and open-minded person. Where's Foxy? I've been wondering. When an AI that runs purely on logic searches for the optimal solution, does it sometimes overlook simpler answers?
後者のすべての判断は確率モデルに基づいています。ですから、私には理解できません。
That's of what you're doing right now. It came to a stop. The move she made felt intentional. The winding route, the well-timed pauses, the truths revealed only under pressure. It wasn't guidance, it was orchestration leading us to this moment. The perfect juncture for her to reveal the full truth. With all the pieces in place, I gave voice to my deduction. Genghis must have reached a solution long ago, didn't it? But without me in the manifestations, it couldn't put the plan into motion. This whole joint investigation thing was just a front. To Genghis, Yggdrasil is both a trusted partner and uncontrollable variable. That's why I had to draw us here into a space that I had complete control over before starting the real negotiations. Once again, no doubt she was running simulations on how to respond. But I wasn't about to give her the chance. So I was right.
やはり、後者の言う通りでした。
Proxy let out a deep sigh. Haru's hands tightened on her weapon. She possessed her... Yeah, I hate big words. She positioned herself in front of me protectively.
あなたとの交渉では、隙を一つも見せてはいけませんね。
But Proxy made no move, shaking her head as if abandoning the pretense altogether. I'm flattered. I gave a slight shrug, softening my tone. Rather than testing each other, let's just lay it out straight. With Proxy, unlike a purely rational AI, humans will risk everything for the ones we care about, even when there's no optimal path ahead. The people in this Skytopia aren't just your responsibility. Many of them are allies I've trusted with my life, and I intend to keep them safe too.
わかりました。
After a brief pause, she moved her fingers through the air once again. A new projection shimmered into view. My eyes.
先ほどご説明した通り、これらの汚染は修復不可能です。 そのため、当初はキロ宇宙内部の全データを削除し、初期化、いわゆるリセットする以外に選択肢はありませんでした。
The question now is how to carry it out.
はい。キロ宇宙は情報体技術によって構築された実体を持たないデータ領域です。初期状態を再構築するには、観測者が自身の意識をテンプレートとして投影する必要があります。ですが、通常の人間、いえ、覚醒者でさえも、キロ宇宙のリセット時に発生する情報体の洪水には耐えられません。
I'm assuming that it made the suit so that we can wear it, like the new exosuit that we can wear, so that we can use it, and then we can use it to combine the powers and do the reboot.
無境感知機能を用いて、その洪水を没入式タイムトラベルへと変換。圧縮できたとしても、観測者の主観においては、10年ほどの歳月を過ごすことになってしまいます。
I mean, we're all willing to do it.
意識空間で一人で10年も過ごすのか。
これは最適化後の数値です。ゴーシャを初めて起動したとき、カルパナさんの意識は約50年一人で過ごしました。
Yes, Gas appears to quiet. Even Haru is usually composed, brow furrowed.
ですが、分析員さんは特別です。
Yeah, we played chess or Komi with Eda for like a fucking long time.
ロザンとの交戦時において、あなたが示した情報体への耐性は、基地の人類限界をはるかに超えています。演疫を完了した時点を基準とし、あなたが観測者であれば、再起動に必要な主観的時間はおよそ24時間程度です。
I wonder how it's like, if it's like sensory deprivation, the complete sensory deprivation, 24 hours is quite long because people in complete sensory deprivation start to go insane after 3 hours. That's why like it's illegal to go longer than 3 hours. So 24 hours for a normal human, you would most definitely go insane. Like let alone 50 hours. Jesus Christ. Like not 50 hours, 50 years, 10 years. If it's not complete sensory deprivation, then it would make sense how people can do 10 or 50 years, but you know you're just alone. So humans are social beings, so I wonder how that's going to work out.
24時間程度だと、お前分析員に危ない橋を渡らせる気か。
Easy there, Haru. I laid my hand gently over hers, tense, vigilant, then looked up at the blonde girl before me. Her expression was unreadable. This 24 hours. How did you come to that number?
先ほど申し上げた通り、あなたがロザンとの対決を予演された際、あなたの意識は情報体の洪水の中にあってなお、異常なほどの安定性を示していたのです。人類の脳を崩壊させる情報体は、あなたの意識の中で安定した構造、いわゆる心象風景を構成しました。
Sounds like you've done your homework.
ご安心を。以上のデータは最上級権限でしか閲覧できません。それに実体を持つ特定の媒体の中に保存されていますので、豪者の制御権同様、観測者である最高権限保持者でしか確認できません。今はどうか協力してください。これがあなたにお越しいただいた本当の目的です。
I wonder how they fixed the breach, because if they didn't fix it, then a reboot is just going to make the thing happen again later down the line. She slowly turned her slender hand upward. A small card, edges gilded in gold, shimmered into being on her palm, as if waiting for me to take it and complete the handover.
これはマスターキーです。つまり最高権限者の証です。
I once heard Sirius mention it in passing. The so-called master key was never just a skeleton key. It was more like a binding protocol of consciousness. Kalpana was the only one to ever wield it. After her death, the key was sealed away. Though Tao and Sirius were once considered successors, the unspoken rule demanded that the successor's loyalty must lie entirely with Newton's hero. Of course, that rule was never hard-coded. Even I still hadn't reached out, the proxy lowered her head even further.
人の心の隔たりを消せるのは人間自身だけだとカルパナさんは言っていました。だからあなたを信じることにしました。どうかもう一度ゴーシャをニューガントラを救ってください。
That's no small favor. I smiled, letting a quip slip.
すべてが終われば、あなたはゴーシャの全演算能力を動かす権限を得られます。その時が来れば、我々が提供できる支援はカローンの修復にとどまりません。
No easy task, but... Alright, let's take the master key. I'll give it a shot.
分析
Within the next 24 hours, Haru and I, along with Mia, will prove the worth of this choice. Her eyes lit up with joy.
感謝します。
ちょっと私も一緒に行っていいの？
What was in that? I've seen the resolve in you, Mia. Remember when you told me back at the Helliver Sea?
私もヘイムダルに入って覚醒者になりたい。
I have a funny idea. What if we gave Mia the key to like do the reboot so that she can mature or something? I believe what will save a new Henseer in this strength from one person, but the resolve we share to protect it. You didn't make it this far on a whim, did you?
もちろん。
Mia nodded firmly, her hair bouncing with emotion, her eyes alight with determination. Hey, we've seen this asset before. This is the asset used in the last version, in the last update, the last event.
こちらが正規の部屋です。ハルさんとミヤさんは入れません。
なんで？
申し訳ございません。正規の部屋は最高権限所持者と予備継承者にしか開放できないのです。
What if we let them in?
入れるのは分析員のみと言いたいのか？
はい。お二人は隣の部屋でお待ちください。リセットにはおおよそ15分の現実時間が必要です。
仕方ないか。
I want someone to hold my hand. Mia sighed softly, then gave her cheeks a brisk slap. The two tufts atop her head flicked back and forth, like a little critter trying to rally its spirit.
大丈夫大丈夫。分析員ならきっとできるし。
If anything, you can talk to Haru and learn more about the adjutants and stuff. Her earnest attempt to steady herself was downright adorable. Hey now, isn't it a little unfair to only cheer yourself on? I'm the one doing the work here, you know?
そっか。
Mia suddenly stepped closer. Then... Rising on tiptoe, her warm palm pressed against my cheek. Strands of peach-scented hair brushing my ear.
じゃあ分析員、リセットが終わったら、
He's gonna promise to do something sussy with us, isn't she?
私と一緒に思う存分やろうよ。
I knew it. For a second, I thought I'd misheard, but the flesh on her earlobe suggested otherwise. Why is her name Yuga now? What?
ああ、ゲームのことだし。この前のリアル RPG、まだ終わってないんだから。
I guess so. Mia held out a tiny die.
リセットが終わったら、うちで遊び直そうよ。
You little imp, always saying things people could read the wrong way.
言葉 葉通りの意味かもしれないじゃん。
Double speak. Mia grinned and struck a playful pose.
とにかく頑張って。
ここで待っていてもいいか?
Yeah, she can sit in this chair. I assume that's a chair or desk. Cabinet. Behind me, Haru reached out, only to stop just before her fingertips could reach me. Haru? As I turned, I caught a fleeting shadow of unease in her eyes.
外にいる。決して邪魔はしない。
Her outstretched hand slowly fell, curling into a fist.
だから、一番近い場所にいさせてくれ。
I heard a worry beneath her voice. Even after all the battles we've braved together, the ember of unease still smoldered in her eyes. Daijoubu-sa. I reached out, took her hand back into mine, and held it tight. This won't take long.
すぐに戻って。
Her brow eased at my smile, yet I could still see memories surging in the depths of her mind. Also,
earlier,
the Adjutant of Heimdall said, I'll be right back. But you found out after all, yeah, it's true. You've only just joined the security department, Haru. An SRAC mission like this is best left to the veterans. Hey, isn't she wearing the same outfit? Has she been using the same outfit the whole time? And she's getting her new exosuit in this version? Haru. Keeping you in the security department was already the strongest affirmation of your worth. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. What matters is believing in your own edge. Yeah, keep training. And in 3 years, I'm sure you'll outpace all your peers, and one day, you'll become the warrior you've always wanted to be.
部長、間もなく作戦会議が始まります。
This is Luna, by the way. Got it. Just a moment. Anyway, promise me this. No more resignation letters until I'm back. Alright?
わかった。とても残念なお知らせですが、宿り木奪還作戦は失敗に終わりました。そして、安全部長を含む特別作戦小隊は、現在消息不明です。そんな、いや、ありえない。
Taking herself free of the memories, the girl drew a deep breath and fixed her eyes on the figure before her.
どうか、これを。
Something firm yet smooth was pressed into my palm. It was a small hairpin, shaped like a tulip.
お前が戻ってきた時にくれたものだ。肌身離さず持ち歩いている自分のお守りだ。
I closed my hand tight around it. Let's ruffle her hair and pull her into a hug. Arigato, Haru.
分析員さん、用意ができました。
Yeah, why did her name change to Yuga? Like until here she was still called Gengi's proxy. And then she suddenly changed to Yuga. Hi, 待っててね. As the mechanical door slid shut, her silhouette dwindled into the distance. Yet she stood tall, her gaze fixed on me the whole way. Just like years ago when that stubborn security trainee stood waiting at the helipad, refusing to leave until I returned. Months later, the door shield shut, cutting me off entirely from the world beyond. Wandered through the hollow chamber, countless stars glittered overhead. Their radiance blazed with a quiet chill. Something still felt off. That same unease from earlier when I locked eyes with the surveillance camera now surged back through me. Haru, maybe even Mia, must have sensed it too. But the proxy lady before me seemed
分析員さん
I'm fine. Okay, what if it's intuition or just imagination? It needs confirmation. What if it was the proxy? Until early when they changed to Yuga, that's when it's like another personality. Like the third party or Edda. Did it also have these plates on her head? I don't remember. Like these floating plates especially. Let's see. Now it's best lie low and watch. If something really is lurking in the shadows, they reveal themselves soon enough. Alright then, Miss Proxy, shall we... Oh, I forgot to ask. Do you have a name?
私はユガと申します。
See, they added it too early. Dot dot dot.
落ち込んでいるように見えます。AI に名前を付けられないことに落胆したのですか？
I assure you, that's not one of my quirks. Anyway, Yuga, walk me through the process.
わかりました。真ん中の椅子にお座りください。操作は不要です。心を静めてくつろいでいてください。疑似神経装置が自動的にリンクしてくれます。その後、あなたの意識は空白の情報体領域に入ります。その領域では何をしても構いません。
You can sleep.
眠ることも可能です。
She said...
24時間後、あなたをこの場所へと呼び戻します。
Is that blank? Blank fragmentation domain. And she said we can do anything there, even sleep. So we can... She said we can sleep, but does that mean that we're just like resting our eyes, like closing them? Or does she mean like we can actually fall asleep? And by blank fragmentation domain, does she mean it's complete sensory deprivation? And... or not? Because, and she said we can do anything, so does that mean we can create things? Or what? Like, I don't know. Easy for you to say. Alright then, let's begin.
了解しました。観測者、意識投影を開始します。
My eyes. It's not complete sensory deprivation. My body plummeted, yet my mind seemed to remain behind. In the span of a single breath, the place around me had already shifted. The ground, the walls, even the sky overhead, all drained of color in an instant. At the far edge of this blank world stood a single open door, stark and solitary against the void. Strange impulse stirred in my chest, an urge to step through that door.
カウントダウン。10秒後、リセットプロセスを開始いたします。
System prompt chimed in, and like Yuga's sentient voice, this one was utterly cold and clinical, so devoid of warmth it stirred an instinctive sense of aversion.
10、9、8。
Bullshit, not good. The voice drifted from beyond the door.
7、7。
The very fabric of this realm was coming apart. Even someone like me, no grasp of the system's inner workings, could clearly sense it. Something fundamental with the system was spiraling into chaos. The shadows came to slow, deliberate sound of footsteps. A thick black mist rolled from the doorway, slowly coalescing into a humanoid form. Wherever it passed, the light itself was devoured, inch by inch. Omae wa dare da? The space glowed under the strain. Black mist spread like spilled ink, bleeding out into the blank expanse. At last, the figure tore free from the heavy fog. With each step she took, the void peeled away, like plaster crumbling from an ancient wall. My knuckles tightened instinctively. I scanned the pale expanse. No cover, no weapons. Not even a speck of dust left to cling to. However, Shadow conjured a handgun from beneath her coat, as if from nothing at all. Jet black bullet tore from the cold barrel, its inky bloom scorching my vision. When it here and my consciousness was shattered. A thought flared in my mind. And so instinct, or perhaps battle honed reflex carved from countless battles, compelled my body to act.
先ほど申し上げた通り、あなたがロザンとの対決を予演された際、あなた人類の脳を崩壊させる情報体は、あなたの意識の中で安定した構造、いわゆる心象風景を構成しました。
If this were the realm of fragmentation, then a weapon I could use to defend myself had to be. In mind, manifest. Time itself froze. As my fingertips brushed the bullet, countless particles reconstructed in my palm, woven into new laws of existence. So yeah, we can create things and shit. And this realm shaped my will. Even time itself was just another parameter under my manipulation. The hazy dark figure's expression was unreadable, yet I could feel the sharp jolt of its astonishment. You weren't sent by Eda, were you? There was no trace of Eda on her, yet she reminded me of someone else, someone just as difficult and dangerous. Enough! I lashed out, shining a frozen bullet with my fingers, then swung a punch straight into the shadow. What the? But instantly my fist pierced the shadow. The thick darkness billowed, then dissolved like morning mist at the first sight. Whoa. The world began to collapse. The white expanse split like torn canvas, revealing a hellish landscape beneath. At that moment, the master key in my chest seemed to also sense the danger. It flared with golden light, and a barrier surged up around me. A shrill electronic screech tore through my ears, and just like that, reality came flooding back.
分析員さん、どうしましたか?
Yuga clearly hadn't grasped what had just occurred. Seeing me clutch my head as I came to, she hurried over to steady me. Yuga, get down.
はい、ですが。
Down! I yanked her close, shooting her beneath me. Laser beams streaked down from the ceiling, grazing my back before scorching the wall behind us. Let's disable it.
分析員さん、気をつけてください。
Before the last word left her lips, another crimson beam tore through the air. Barely had time to react before she slipped from my arm and hurled herself in front of me, shivering me with her thunder frame. How ironic, the new so-called peace-loving Hindi materials turn every inch of its walls into deadly weapons.
なぜハノイの塔の防御システムが私たちを敵だと誤認しているのですか?
Good question. I was just about to ask you. Can you find out what's going on?
私
Please, I need answers. With that, I tore part of my sleeve and bound Yuga's wounded arm.
全力を尽くします。
Her tone was firm and sincere, but I knew that once the defense system targeted someone with top clearance, the situation had already spiraled beyond control. Therefore, my first priority was to re-establish contact with the girls. I'm fine. What about you, Haru?
無事だ。廊下が突如電磁レーザーに封鎖されて、守衛騎兵が襲いかかってきたが、すべて片付けた。また集まってきたか。ここは自分に任せてくれ。
I guess this is the new exosuit developed by Yukusula, not by Genghis. Unless she just somehow just took it. Haru tapped her wrist, and in an instant, her outfit morphed into a new exosuit. This new tech was developed after what happened at the sea base to support undercover ops.
コホンヘイムダルから来た覚醒者よ。
何？この声は。
An energetic voice echoed down from the other end of the hallway.
輝く幕をくぐり抜け、暗闇の扉を開けて。
Why is she being Chunibyo?
軍勢よ、万物を包み込め。わふー、さすが私、一撃必殺。やば、出力設定間違えたかも。
ミア？
はい正解
As the smoke cleared, the figure behind the voice slowly lifted her chin. She flashed free her trademark grin, right hand raised in an exaggerated V sign.
じゃじゃーんどう分析員装いを新たにしたミアを見てドキドキした
I literally cannot notice the difference. What lines? I'm so confused. Does she have a different outfit? Hold on, I'm gonna I'm gonna rewind this stream. Hold on. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's okay. Her okay. Now I remember. Her original outfit was like the cropped hoodie. Can I turn up the resolution on this? Hold on. Cropped hoodie. She had like one hairpin on her head. It's like this triangle-ish one. Now she has these two hairpins. Oh no, she's wearing a black tank top, and then like a cropped hoodie. And now it's this like. How do we even describe this? Jesus Christ! I don't remember what bottom she was wearing, but she was wearing like the shorts with like holes and stuff. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Yep.
そんなわけないっしょかっこいいセリフとともにえぐい必殺技を出すのめっちゃ覚醒者っぽいっしょ
Oh, the lines are like voice lines, not like physical lines. Okay. Only Akisha would think that way.
いや、覚醒者だったことを隠していたのか。
Oh, it should be the showroom's adaptive exosuit.
大正解
Okay, that makes things make sense now.
触れた瞬間自動的に私に合った装備に変化したんだよマジやばくない
Oh, it doesn't need to be put on. She just touched it and it just went over her, I guess. What about her original clothes then? Did they like get stored in like this pocket, like the purse, pouch? Maybe. Like, given the amount of clothes she was wearing, maybe. Yeah, it could be other technology as well. I don't know. But it's interesting that it matched the size. It makes sense. The style that I didn't expect.
胸のサイズもバッチシ合ってるし分析員見て見て
Feeling in close, giving a playful hop right in front of me. With her movement, the fabric across her chest stretched into a precarious curve, vividly jiggling with each bounce. Yep, the size definitely needs to be recalibrated.
ああこのブースターもね実は
Roster.
未許可の装置起動記録を確認しました。
これはその緊急事態だったし一刻も早く分析員のそばに駆けつけたいからその
Alright, you can explain once we're safe. Listen, Mia, we don't need you to charge up front. Just stick with us and get a feel for the field.
了解バッチシ感じるよ
Yuga, what did you find?
襲撃者の正体は未だ特定されていません。ですが、侵入経路は展開落土からです。彼らは広宇宙で唯一実体サーバーとつながっている昇格体専用のログインフォームから侵入し、システムをハッキングしたようです。
We regain control?
現在、最大出力で拡散を抑制中です。ですが、まだ時間がかかりそうです。ハノイの塔の防御システムはしばらく奪い返せません。
We changed tactics. Haru?
はい、
Get in touch with Caroline. We'll need remote support from Vidya and Maxler.
了解。
分析員さん、ニューガントラのシステムである以上、豪者の代理である私が
And you clearly can't handle it yourself. You'll handle it clean up, no question, but when efficiency's on the line, don't forget who's in charge now. Let's flash the master key.
わかりました。
Nina, get ready. Let's push through and get out of the Tower of Hanoi.
はい。
Let's see how much progress there is in this. First 11 and 2 bosses. Okay, so we'll get to progress 5 and then we'll end the stream there. Because each of these seem pretty long. It's like I've been streaming for almost 2.3 hours, I would say I've been streaming for. Can't do math. System breach. That's a new FNAF game. Who is that on the left? I don't remember seeing her. Who is you? Is it Haru?
ハノイの塔が包囲された。出口も封鎖されたのか。
じゃあこいつらはどっから入ってきたの？
入ってきたのではなく、防御システムです。ハノイの防御システムが起動したのです。
Yeah, it is Haru, but like an old version of Haru. Oh, let's just use yeah, let's just use Mia since she's a new unit, so she's gonna be stronger.
皆さん、この先に出口ゲートのコントロール台があります。
よし、邪魔するやつは私に任せて。
Hold on. Well, Mia looks fine in game again. Just doesn't look good in cutscenes.
こうやって開けるんで。
権限の一部を奪還しました。
カウントダウン。制限時間内に脱出しろってことか。
申し訳ありません。時間はこれぐらいしか。
なら急ぐしかないな。ロボットに構っている暇はない。とにかくここから脱出するぞ。
I think we can tank these, can we? We can just get someone else to tank
今行く
the
から。
damage.
喧嘩しなくていい方法はないの？
敵は追ってきてないみたい。
A thunderous boom echoed as the heavy door slammed shut, cutting off the enemy's barrage inside. Outside, the world seemed unaware of the disturbance. Everything was as calm as before. No pedestrians in sight, no commotion in distance. It looked like the external security systems hadn't been breached.
はい。彼らの行動権限はハノイの塔内部に制限されているので。
It seems the intruders haven't fully seized control of the system yet.
分析員、フリティアとマーシルから返事があった。システムへの接続申請を出したとのことだ。
You guys, if you would.
アクセス許可を送信しました。お二人のご協力により2時間以内に制御権を奪還できそうです。
分析員、侵入者についてのことだが、聖火の部屋で一体何があったんだ？
Thought. You saw a familiar person. With no pursuers in sight, I told him everything that had happened in that void. From the spreading black mist to when I called my inner mind to defend myself, and finally, the woman resembling Roseanne who escaped into the Elysium through a black hole. But strangely, even though it had just happened, my memory was already starting to fade. I guess it's because it's like a dream. That's why you, like, once you wake up from a dream, you can remember the dream very, very clearly, and then, like, as you go on the day, you just have to forget, because, your brain is, like, acknowledging it as useless information. But you do remember some dreams. For example, I remember a few of my good dreams and nightmares. Well, I remember one good dream off the top of my head, and a few average dreams, and, like, one nightmare. Or 2 nightmares. And no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall certain decisive moments.
ローザンか。それなら情報と一致するな。
何の情報？
騒ぎになった当時、天界落土に居合わせた昇格隊が証言しました。黒い渦の中で ロザンの姿を目撃したそうです。
じゃあ、あの人がまた戻ってきたんだ。
Thinking, like, you know how that Mia has like that wrist thing? I wonder if it's like Kill la Kill, but like it's the reverse. Like you just pull on that and the exosuit comes off. Mia clenched her fists, her lips quivering. As a native of New Hero, Mia's hatred for Roseanne burned pure and fierce. Yet beneath that hatred stirred something far more complex. The confusion of facing an intruder for the first time, the fear of having her dignity, her very right to exist, trampled, and hidden in the fake tremor of her fingertips, something she wouldn't admit. Fear. No, it's too early to jump to conclusions. Someone might have been posing as her to stage the whole attack. Matter in a fragmented state responds strongly to human consciousness. Whoever's planning the attack is very likely feeding off people's fear for their own ulterior motive. They must be a yellow lantern. Mia stomped her fist into the nearest stone pillar. When the dust cleared, a dent the size of a bowl marred its surface. That kind of power is definitely not human. No, not even the half manifestation could possess such raw strength. Mia slowly uncurled her fingers. It felt like that punch shattered more than just stone, an invisible shackle, perhaps. She stared blankly at the mark she'd left behind, the panic in her eyes slowly fading. Then, just as slowly, she curled her reddened fingers into a fist again. The realization hit a beat late. She gasped, slapped the hand over her mouth, and stumbled back a step in alarm. But before she could finish, spiderweb cracks spread from the deck. Stone fragments flew, and with one final groan, the ancient pillar that had stood sentinel before the Tower of Hanoi for decades. Another decade's hobble in retirement. Mia lowered her head, the spark in her eyes dimming. ... Yeah, consider it as like testing for the suit. She's the only person who hasn't gone insane from using a suit, probably. I thought we were gonna have to pay it back because we were the one who brought her in, but I guess not.
そういえば、ミアとあの戦術装備のシンクロ率、随分と高かったようだな。
Well, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, adapting to it this quickly, that's a rare gift. You still needed to work on her control over the strength, of course. But her performance was undeniably impressive.
ここまでの潜在値を示すならば、リミッターを解除できれば、規定値の約 1.5 倍に達します。
リミッター?
There's even a limiter, okay.
はい。
Because they have a limit to like prevent people. It's like how one problem with exoskeletons or exosuits is if the robot were to predict your movements. If it moves too fast, it could like break your bones and tore your tendons and ligaments. I guess the power limit is to prevent people from just overexerting themselves or whatever, or like accidentally breaking things more than they want to. You could gesture toward the ring around Mia's leg, a device marked clearly with tiered indicators. Is there? Is it that? I think it's that. How would that work? It looks the same thing as it's not the same, like similar to the thing on her wrist. It looks like a belt of some sort, but given what she said, it's not a belt. Huh. Maybe it's just the design. Maybe it doesn't work like a belt, but it's the design that resembles a belt.
第1段階は通常の人類。第2段階は準覚醒者用のもの。第3段階は
覚醒者用か。
いえ、第3段階は覚醒者を製造するために用意したものです。
Developing manifestation.
アンロックされた時点で戦術装備が豪社のデータセンターとつながります。その後、演算能力と同期され、情報体物質を利用して使用者の神経を強化します。
It's basically a substitute for theotropic nerves.
その通りです。
So it's like an external. So theotropic nerves are something that's in their brain, if I recall correctly. So instead of having to like implant or grow it in our brain, you can do it externally. That's interesting.
じゃあ
Your fingertips hovered near the ring, brushing along its edge like she was about to give it a tug. However,
安心して分析員。この前言われたことはバッチシ覚えてるから。
you simply dusted off her skirt with a grin.
力を完璧に自分のものにできるまで、ちゃんと気持ちの衝動を抑えるし。
操作を試みた形跡があります。引っ張れずに失敗したはずです。
バレてる。
心理異変を起こさせないために装備に制限を追加しました。力を完全に制御できるまで段階は変更できません。
分かってるよ。
You could have fucking gone insane otherwise.
とにかくこうやってみんなと一緒に戦えるだけでもうめっちゃ満足。
No matter how you look at it, you've come a long way, Mia. Let's ruffle her hair.
わふー、分析員に褒められちゃった。
She wobbled her head side to side, her hair swaying softly with each motion. The sight caught Haru's eye, her eyes betraying a quiet, unnameable envy. What went to, Haru?
いや、大丈夫だ。
The voice barely reached above a whisper. So I pretended not to hear and reached out with my other hand, gently ruffling her hair too.
分析員
I recall, according to a survey done in Japan, the Japanese girls, their like #1 desired thing to be done to them is for their boyfriend to give them head pats. Though my information could be dated, because that was a few years ago. You loosened against my hand, her voice softening with the faintest spoiled edge.
人類の触れ合いというものは本当に理解しがたいものですね。
You want to? Maybe that'll help you understand. After a short break, we quickly decided on our next move. With the Tower of Hanoi down, the usual route into the Elysium was completely sealed off. If we wanted to track the enemy inside, we need another way in. As it happened, we had recently purchased a civilian-grade login device. After consulting with Yuga, Mashiru, and Furia, we confirmed that, with a few tweaks, it could serve as a makeshift access terminal. With that settled, we headed straight to Mia's apartment. Oh my god, we're going to her house. But on our way there, a sudden thought struck me.
ミア、なんで電話に出ないの？サマーキャンプは楽しかった？
Oh right, her mom! Oh no, her mom is her mom bionic or transcendent? We don't know. If I remember right, Mia lives with her family.
ママ、ただいま。
Seems like I don't know.
はいはい、おかえりなさい。 ミヤ、また鍵を忘れたの？あら。
The door creaked open, revealing a woman with smiling eyes standing in the doorway.
同級生。そうそう、みんな同級生なの。あら、そう。よそ行きの服まで着てきちゃって。
すみません、お邪魔します。
あら、かわいい子ね。さあ、遠慮しないで。ミヤがお友達を連れてくるなんて初めてだから。嬉しいくらいよ。
Because Mia does have her own friends or classmates, so yeah.
ママ。さあ、入って。ちょっと散らかってるけど、気にしないでね。
スリッパは？
あ、ごめんなさい。普段は私とミヤしかいないから、そのままで大丈夫よ。
I wish we could like see them both in the same frame. I wanna.
あ、床に絵の具が置いてあるから気をつけてね。
Like, I doubt this is hiding the ears, but you know. Paint? I echoed the word, puzzled. My gaze instinctively dropped to the floor, but before I could react, Mia was already crouched beside me, holding out a pair of fluffy pink slippers.
分析、これ履いて。
Are these yours, Mia? Looked up, eyes sparkling with eager anticipation. Let me think. Both are valid options. Like in real life, and in real life, I would take them, not because I want to smell the slippers anyway. But like if we wear them and we leave, then Mia's probably gonna smell them afterwards. If we let Mia wear them, then she's not gonna be happy. But she won't get to smell like. Let's just take this one. That's what I would do in real life. Thanks, Mia.
ミヤのスリッパ気持ちいいでしょ？
I regret choosing that option now. The girl tilted her head with a playful smile, like in front of her mom? Oof, it came out so wrong, and yeah, she totally said that on purpose.
チロリー。
But that.
あら、あなたが噂の？
Uh-oh. That's what moms do. He glanced at me, then at Mia, then covered her mouth with a knowing little smile. Because I was wrong about her, they were definitely cut from the same cloth.
真面目そうな好青年じゃない。だからミヤったら毎晩あんなことを。ママ、言わないでよ。
Like, I feel like moms, like parents do this kind of shit, like kind of wooing their kids with people they like, but my mom didn't do it. Definitely did. My dad definitely didn't. Like when I was younger, I did tell my mom about my crushes, but she never like really like did this kind of thing. Then again, I never brought a girl home, so. Even only her mom could fluster Mia this badly, she shot up, red-faced, and rushed to cover her mother's mouth.
わかったわ。ご飯を作ってくるからくつろいでて。でもキャンバスに気をつけてね。
Watching her daughter and the young man blush to their ears, Mia's mom chuckled, waved them off, and slipped into the kitchen.
絶対触んないし。分析員、部屋に行こう。
Hiding, she grabbed my hand and dragged me away from her mom.
おい、待て。
Stepping out of it, Haru hurried up and clung to my outer arm.
あら、今時の若者って面白いわね。
ふむ、人間関係は思ったより複雑なようですね。私はまだまだ勉強が足らないようです。
This bedroom was a cozy little space, maybe 15 square meters? Exactly the kind of room you'd expect from a girl her age. Every corner overflowed with hints of her hobbies. Let me do a square meter to square feet. That's 15 square meters. That's almost half the size of my apartment. Colorful stickers blanketed the walls. Dice from tabletop games lay scattered across the desk. Hand-carved stamps and delicate crafts lined the shelves. Cluttered as it was, there was a strange harmony to it all. Let's analyze her room. She has not a gamer chair, it's an office chair. She has a laptop that's that has, I believe, that's either like a game or a video, or it could be a video of us, but it could be a game of us, but we don't know. Can't tell what that is. Is it? No, it can't be. Wait, that's. I don't think this is connected to the book. Either this is in a book, like it's like a fake book, and or either that, or this is a like a bookmark, or this is a cable that's going under, like inside the book. And why? I wish the camera would scroll back to the left side. Paintings, pencils, books, or something. That monitor. What is that curve? I thought she's using this as she uses this desk standing sometimes, I believe. Because if this was real, her head would be this height, and is not. No, I take that back. No, she probably cheaped out on here, because rather if she uses it as a standing desk or like a sitting chair, because the head is usually above here, like above this area, so her head would probably be here or here, given that this could be a very tall. Here, you generally don't want to look down on your monitor, and given that this tilts, her head was probably this height, like right here. So either she uses it standing, which is also bad because you're still looking down. That's not good for your neck, and even if you're sitting, you're still looking down, and that's also not good for your leg. So not good. Ideally, you would want to like move this monitor up. Background. Man, I wish I had a room like this. Can't really tell what's on the left, but there's a massive teddy bear here. I can't tell what this is. This looks like a calculator or something. No, it's like a Game Boy, but with a fuck ton of buttons. This is a bag, a purse, or something. A bag. Really wish we could go to the left. That's just my brief impression, of course. Besides, we had more pressing matters to deal with. Okay, we can see that whole room now. We got some snacks, something the box with store stuff, tea or coffee. That's like a speaker? Either a speaker or like a router or modem. Can't tell what this is. This is a calendar, I think. And the AC. Is this a smart fridge or this is like a smart closet? And then this is where she puts on makeup and stuff. This is just where she sits around and relax. Books, more boxes and bags. A can of a drink, and seems like either this is a can of a drink or there's like a makeshift flower pot. At the side of the table, Yuga focused intently on the terminal, working remotely with Masuru to retake system control and retrofit the login device. Haru and I sat on either side, quietly working on the battle plan. The only sounds are the tapping of keys and the occasional whispered exchange. After a long stretch of tense focus, Mia's upbeat voice suddenly cut through the room. Sure. She turned lightly, a tray balanced in her hands, and hold on. Is the room soundproof? Because I feel like if it isn't that soundproof, then she shouldn't be saying this. She threw it lightly, a tray balanced in her hands. Her earlier flusteredness completely gone. Her voice was dramatic. Her delivery over the top clearly paid. Oh my god, I need some water. I don't know why when I talk, like, my mouth gets dry so easily, and when my mouth gets dry, I've probably mentioned this before, my saliva gets bubbly, foamy, and like I struggle to talk because of it. I struggle to like bite my words and like move my tongue properly. My delivery over the top, really playing it up on purpose.
ありがとう。
Like, see, just from saying that much, my mouth is already dry. Set my tablet aside and accepted a cup from her. My plan was in place. Now we could finally take a moment to relax. Yeah, did your mom paint all of these? That's when my gaze drifted to the paintings adorning the room. And we can see that at the side of her room now, so this is more stuff. They'd been right there in my plain sight, yet somehow I hadn't noticed them until now, and I noticed them right away.
ママはニューガントラの空を描くのが大好きなの。
As I looked more closely, I realized why they hadn't registered at first. Every single one depicted the same subject, the sky above New Zero, in all its countless moods. People tend to overlook the familiar, but there are exceptions.
私が物心ある時から描いてるから、最低でも200枚以上描いてるんじゃない？
My mom did painting too and photography, but they're about the same thing.
同じテーマを200回以上記録し続けたんですね。素晴らしい忍耐力です。
Looks at my ugly face.
持久力というか、空の大ファンって感じ？
Yelled out of sigh and flopped back onto her bed.
私の家族は、この空と街がずっと大好きなんだ。
While in her gaze, I noticed a painting hanging above the headboard. There's sky themed as well, but something about it set it apart. The angle was different, as if looking up from far below. Ribbons of light split the clouds like open seams. Golden beams stretched skyward like stairways cast by angels, rising from the pitch-black earth. A strange sense of familiarity stirred inside me. I'd seen the sky before, I was sure of it.
あ、分析。もしかして、その絵に興味あるの？
Yeah, it looks slightly ominous. Yeah, it feels oddly familiar. Dot.
その絵は私が描いたの。ここは、私の始まりなの。私が初めて光を見た場所なの。
Was that the first time she saw us? He spoke softly, maybe to me or maybe just to herself. I was about to ask what she meant when
これでよしった。
Peter's cheerful voice rang out from behind me.
はよ、さすがヘイムダル一の科学者、フリティアネーね。今私のことをフリティアネーって呼ばなかった？
He's clearly much bigger than me, but I guess I really am the elder here. Frida had barely hit her smug grin.
ヘイムダルの皆さんの協力のもと、ログイン装置を無事アップデートすることができました。スピンドルシステムに接続したから、みんなのバトルデータや意識を展開ラクドと同期できるようになったよ。でも、キロ宇宙は情報体の特性を持ってるから、あの世界で意識がダメージを受けたら、本体も同じダメージを受けちゃう。
We did expect that.
だから、くれぐれも気をつけて行動してね。
ついでに襲撃者の座標も確認できたよ。あいつの現在地はここ。
Where? He had the finger at the floating hologram of a plaza.
展開ラクドの中央広場、最初に異変が発生した場所ですね。
Of course.
そこの黒い渦こそが最初の裂け目で襲撃者の本拠地ってこと。
他の黒い渦もつながっており、襲撃者は黒い渦を利用し、キロ宇宙を行き来できる能力を持っています。
Makes sense if this was a simulated universe. Black holes are I've theorized to, be like wormholes, just unstable wormholes, and it's also theorized that there are white holes that emit whatever the black holes suck up. Of course, that's just a theory because we've never witnessed a white hole yet.
つまり、聖火の部屋の時みたいに 黒い渦を使っていつでも逃走できるということか。
そんなことはさせないけどね。実は奪還した一部の権限を使って天界ラクドと他のエリアを隔離したの。
侵入者はあの黒い渦以外どこにも行けなくなったんだよ。
へえ。じゃあ黒い渦に逃げ込む前に捕まえちゃえばいいってこと？最悪中に入ってさ。そういうこと。
I wonder why Mia hasn't told her mom about Heimdall and Yuguzo. Is it because it's like enlisting and maybe her mom will be concerned about her safety?
だがその黒い渦は私たちが入ろうとして入れるような場所ではないだろう。
確かにミヤちゃんがテンション上がってるのを見て思わず説明を飛ばしちゃった。
Little Mia? Phidia scratched her head with a sheepish grin, but her expression quickly turned serious.
黒い渦の中がどうなってるのかはまだ分かってないからね。
中へ発信した信号が全部吸い込まれて一つも返ってこないの。
だから分析員たちが自ら天界ラクドに入り黒い渦に近づいてみないと詳細は分からないの。
Leave it to us, Phidia, Mashiru. Well done. You for Yuga.
これくらい私にとってはどうってことないよ。
本当にさっきまで緊張で震えてたのに。
震えてなんかないよ。とにかく安心して、こっちは大丈夫だから気をつけて行ってきてね。
分析員に何かあったら豪社の全データをポチッと消しちゃうからね。
I mean, losing hair is a normal metabolic process, so.
空気を和ませるための冗談だよ。
The tone doesn't exactly sound like you're joking. Alright, either way, to keep New Hinter from getting wiped by Mashiru, I swear I'll bring back everyone safe and sound, myself included.
行動中、私は皆さんのバイタルサインを監視し、維持します。
We're counting on you, Yuga.
それと、環境が複雑なため、天界ラクドに入ってから通信負荷に陥る可能性があります。ですが、バイタルサインに異変が発生したり、空間が不安定になるようなことがあれば、強制的に皆さんを呼び起こします。ですから、心象風景は極力使用しないでください。
Mean eyes met mine, and for a brief second, they seemed to carry an emotion she wasn't meant to feel.
これまでの分析によると、この行為はキロ宇宙に脅威と判定され、排他反応を起こす恐れがあります。マスターキーで一部の排他反応をかき消すことができますが、あなたの心身にダメージを与える可能性が十分あります。
Oh, so that's what happened earlier when the master key was like flashing, and then we got pulled out. It was detecting that our either our body or our mind was in like a fight or flight mode, and just triggered.
しかもマスターキーまで損耗してしまうかもしれません。
How does that work? I guess it's always like running on like really high processing speeds to like. Because earlier, if you recall, it was only going to be about like 15 minutes in real time, but for us it's going to be 24 hours, and like for other people it's going to be like 50 years or 10 years. So it's running at extremely high clock speeds. It's kind of like a scepter in the Honkasario. So if it has to like do such a measure, it's going to damage it. You just stood toward it. Sure enough, faint fractures have started to spider across the surface. So I guess like this fracture is like a physical representation, because that's not how things work.
一旦最高権限を失ったら再認証できなくなります。
Can't you make a new one? But that's why I was ejected from the void, and why the headache followed. Maybe this power should only be wielded in critical moments.
分析員、こっちは準備万全だ。
じゃあ先に行くよ。
Yep, time to move out. Initializing access to the Elysium. Establishing neural link. Connection established. Initiating consciousness transfer sequence. Coordinates confirmed. Elysium core zone. Login verified. Countdown commencing.
あなたに星の導きがあらんことを。天界ラクドとの接続成功。
I think this would be a good place to end things off, but you know, there's still quite a bit of story. What time is it? 11. Tell you what, I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna end things here, like after doing this one, because I want to go to the bathroom. Into the Elysium. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Why are we still using her old form? I don't get it. Maybe it isn't released yet. Like maybe it will get updated with her new form when she gets released. I think, I don't know.
ここが天界ラクド。
すごいでしょう。ここの建物はニューガントラのまんまだよ。少し前までここでお祭りが開かれてたんだけどね。もういいや。がっかりしてる場合じゃないし。
ああ、まずは邪魔な敵を片付けてからだ。
You guys saw that? Oh, the last bit like actually disappears before like the rest falls, but the last bit straight up fucking disappears.
分析、この敵どもはこの感覚、やはりあいつらも情報体幽霊か。
あ、分析員ハンター、こいつら知ってんの？
正確には同じタイプの敵を倒したことがあるんだ。
うわあ、なんか出てきた。楽勝じゃん。
Same thing again. Why is this even added? Just to like show the area is like unstable? Like I don't get it. Because you're using the same mechanic. Like again!
分析、周囲の情報体粒子の濃度が上昇している。剣も反応している。
ってことは？
敵が近くにいるってことだ。
Close in a break.
注意して分析。
See?
うわ、しょうもの。楽勝じゃん。打ち破れ。よっしゃー。この辺の敵は全部片付けたよ。
なのに情報体粒子の濃度は下がっていない。操っているものがまだどこかに潜んでいるはずだ。
分析員、敵があちこちから押し寄せてきたよ。
いよいよ本気できたか。
Does she have a different animation or is it just one? Just one, okay. Unless we just got unlucky. Man, I don't know for Mia. We're just waiting for a cutscene and then then we can I will decide if I want to pull her. How much is a poll anyway? Because I've never done a poll in this game. I think I've done polls, but not like from buying the currency. Soft save lives, okay. Echo. Was this in the video? I think it was, I can't remember. And then you get her signature weapon as well. Her, yeah, her non-free signature weapon. We do get the we do have this from before. I don't have enough for days. I'm very tempted though. Maybe later, like in the next stream or something. Let's see. Yeah, these cost real currency, so I can't get them for free. I don't think I can. Yeah. Damn.
安心してって。経費絶対無駄にしないから。
I believe this is the monthly purchase thing. Yeah, this is the monthly purchase. It's like other gacha games. Open modding. Yeah, different currency. Oh, okay. So you do get like a different currency for weapons and for the if that like a limited character, you get this one. You use this one, and then for a limited weapon, you use this one. Why is this 50%? Oh, so there's two types of banners depending on which one you want to get. Want to use. So this one is like a quote-unquote permanent one because you do get to keep your old thing. Your old this one. So if you have a bit of it stored up, then you could do that, or you can do this. I don't know which one I would pull on. I don't remember if this was the thing before. But yeah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So next time is Snowbreak Containment Zone. We'll be finishing up the event. I'll be doing more. I'll be doing this off screen. Probably this one because this one is basically just Apoc Shadow. You just kill the boss. I'll also need to build the characters, like especially Sirius because she's good. I'll need to figure out if I need to build Hush. Because Hush is a 5-star. Same with this Fenny, because I don't recall her being that good. Since she is an old unit after all. But I don't know. I also have Tess. Tess is a support. I don't really like her playstyle, but maybe she's good if I learn her. So we'll see. So yeah, next time. So next time we're gonna finish up. Not finish up. Maybe get close to finishing it. Maybe I'll split the story into 3 parts. Since this is a there's 11 progresses and we did up to 3 today. Maybe I'll complete it next time, maybe I won't. There's also these. Next stream will probably be the weekend? I'm not quite sure because I do get busy at times. But yeah, if nothing goes wrong, either Wednesday or this weekend. So, see you guys next time. And as always, be good, be well, be nice, be happy, be good. Yep.